So I'm here today with Rishi, who's one of the co-founders of Nutrition Geeks, who are an 8-figure supplement brand who I think it's fair to say they're causing a little bit of disruption to the health and wellness market. So just to start off, Rishi, could you tell us a little bit, about Nutrition Geeks and what it is that obviously that you do?
Sure. So yeah, as Ben mentioned, we're Nutrition Geeks. We're direct consumer vitamins, minerals, supplement business. Launched back in September 2020. So it's about 3.5 years now. It's been a fast, incredible journey. So we've acquired over 1 million customers now in the UK, probably one of the fastest growing supplement brands. I think a key part of that was our mission statement. So we see health as a need, not a want. We want to make nutrition accessible to all. We saw that vitamins were severely overpriced in the market, and we fully understood the supply chain and the associated costs. And I guess our goal was, how do we disrupt and deliver the same high quality formulas and supplements as other brands, or even probably even better, I would say, and at a more affordable price. And yeah, I think that's kind of helped us scale and initially started as an Amazon brand and launched our website. And the website's scaled, especially the last 12 months, and that's been quite critical to the success, especially with the email marketing.
So obviously, before we started working with you and stuff, what did you kind of struggle with in terms of email marketing, and how do you think we've helped you solve those issues?
Sure. So yeah, I think at the time, I'll probably pinpoint it to 3 issues. So dedicated resource, a variety of engaging copies. I think it's very easy to get an engaging style, but if you keep pushing that same style, it soon depletes in terms of performance. So having a variety of styles that's engaging, and thirdly, just overall, I guess, campaign and copy strategy. So just go a little bit more detail about that and how you helped us solve that with a dedicated resource. We were predominantly an Amazon brand, so we didn't launch our website until 6 months after launch, when customers was trying to find us. And even when we launched the website, email came probably 3 months after, and we're just doing it quite poorly. In hindsight, at the time I thought it was going all right, and part of the poor performance was just having someone who specialized in the copywriting of emails, who was dedicated to that, who could come up with ideas, who was in the flow. It's very different trying to do it in-house. And one thing I like to say, Ben definitely understood the tone and the voice and the brand communication extremely well. And that wasn't off our back of training. I think he went off on his own, understood and researched the brand, got to, had any questions, always came back to us, went off his own, did his own product research as well, and we didn't have to spend too much time feeding that information, so it wasn't double work. It was actually having someone who was dedicated and felt quite in-house, which was great. And then the second part is definitely important, the variety of engaging styles. So I don't know how he does it, but it is a lot of different styles and angles, and it doesn't feel like it's just one person who's just writing the same copy. It does feel as it's in line with the brand. And we like to have a value email that always goes out once a week, a bit more for sales email and a bit more in between plain text. And there's always a variety within those styles as well. Within those campaign strategies, there's variety. And one, just give an example, one that stood out to us just a couple of weeks ago, campaign called Paul's Story. And we see brands that pull out customer reviews all the time, but I don't think we've seen it done like this. And Ben clearly was keeping an eye on the website and the reviews that was coming in. Found this one review from a customer who's real length review, great, 5-star review, and completely turned on this. Just did something which was so engaging and hooked within the first 5 seconds, got you to read more, but didn't drop the review until later on down the email. And it just performed 2x compared to our standard content that we put out. And it's that kind of not always say risk taking, but just out of the box thinking that was great. And it's something that we just wouldn't have capacity to do in house or probably the skill set to do. So yeah, that was fundamental. And yeah, look, lastly is linked to dedicated resource again, but campaign strategy, just working with our other agency, and Ben works with them very well to put together a strategy for the upcoming week, 2 weeks, month, and now we're getting to a place where we can do quarterly planning, and just being a little bit more organized means you just get a bit better performance rather than being reactive. And yeah, definitely seen that with the revenue per campaign and the engagement that we just get generally, and the just pure quality of content that goes out.
So, I mean, what kind of thing would you say to, obviously, if you had to sit down with kind of like any other kind of like someone in your shoes, like another e-commerce brand owner who's, maybe perhaps a little bit hesitant to start working with us, what would you say to them?
If it has, first thing I'll say is, look, if you're confident in your email database and you're confident in your products, which I'm sure most brand owners are, take the risk. I wouldn't see any reason not to take the risk and not be, and be hesitant. If you're confident in your email database, if you commit to 3 months, you're gonna make sales 110%. Now the levels of the sales and quality of content, that's for you to see. But I'm looking at, I would say it's risk free, because even if you send standard email, you're gonna get some sales. So you will cover your costs, and with Ben and Agency, you're gonna far exceed your expectations. So yeah, definitely just go for it.
Awesome. Thank you very much for your time today, Rishi. It's been great. It's been great chatting to you. So thanks for coming on.
Cheers, Ben.